Hello, my name is Grizzly and welcome to the final part of my one-shot. The crew, pulled by dark tendrils, has sunken into the deepest ends of the seas. Whatever happens to them next, well, they'll just have to roll with it. Where we last left off, our crew of merry pirates celebrated the ending of a long journey together. Each of the crew got up to their own shenanigans, and the night was at peace and enjoyable. That is, until seemingly out of nowhere, a storm brewed above where they sailed. In moments, the ship was attacked by these large serrated tentacles, and the crew began a fight for their survival. This wasn't the first time the Black Rose pirates fought monsters of this threat, but things truly took a turn for the worse. Multiple crew members, including the captain, were yanked and thrown off of the ship, disappearing into the sea.
Hear it, Channel 5 News. I'm sorry.
Multiple crew members were yanked and thrown off the ship, disappearing into the sea, including the captain. The rest, along with the ship, were pulled into what was probably the largest whirlpool in history. Finn riding his elusive crawfish, surfing, gnarly, riding the waves. Drey standing next to Jug as they entered, and Arlin, after a close claw... that was almost a joke. That was almost a real good joke because he had a claw.
Real good, yeah.
Arlin, after a close call of losing Chip to one of the tentacles, flailed endlessly until he as well sunk into the sea. All of you were pulled by dark tendrils, and Finn, you saw an endless amount of silhouettes of these large tentacles. Eventually, you all lost consciousness, and that is where we pick back up on this episode of Just Roll With It.
Yeah, baby! Oh, yeah. Glad to be back, baby.
Hey, that was fucked up when you tried to kill my son and shit.
Wait, you didn't do what?
Up. No, don't play no more sad music. Don't kill my son again.
No, you get it. Your son's fine.
Please don't kill my new son, this giant eagle-sized crawfish I found.
In a flash, in the blackness of this faded out consciousness, you all receive the same series of images in your mind. First, a large brass door surrounded by mist at the end of a room. Another room, this time filled with golds and silvers, mountains of treasure, more than you've ever seen. The last image is a small black egg with thin river-shaped grooves that wrap around this egg like golden veins. It looks as if gold has been poured over it and then the gold solidified into these grooves. It sits at the top of something, and you are all drawn to it. All of your eyes open, and you're all staring. You're all staring at a ceiling of endless void. To your left and right are an uneven collection of stone and white brick. You gaze down this narrow corridor and see a dim circular light in the distance. The sounds and smell of the ocean are muddier but still present, almost as if it's low-passed or hollow, coming from all around you. What would you guys like to do?
Are we in water or air right now? What's the breathing situation?
What is the breathing situation?
In air. You are in air. You basically woke up on this gravel-like ground, staring at a ceiling of just... I described it as a void, but it's just darkness that seems to rise and stretch for God knows how far.
Drey is gonna rub his face a little bit, and he's gonna look around and see who's all here. Okay, yeah. You sit up and you look down on the corridor.
It's wide enough for two of you to stand shoulder to shoulder, and when I say two of you, I mean the three of you, because you look around and it is only you, Arlin, and Finn.
Oh. Are we dead? Is this?
What is this place? This nothing like I've ever seen.
What happened?
Arlin, I did a sick kickflip.
It was a dream. Oh, thank God.
No, I don't. I point up.
You know what?
I think that was a dream.
Fuck?
As you look up, you see the endless ceiling, and it almost seems to glisten like the surface of the sea. You move around, and as you come to your feet, I assume all of you do, stand up. The gravel underneath the gravel and rubble of different stones and dirt seem to float up as you move your boots across, and then rise as if in water itself, but then slowly simmers back down onto the ground.
I'd like to keyword jump to my feet.
You jump to your feet. Would you like to make a performance check? I don't
know. I just wanted to see if there's like lower gravity down here or something.
You jump to your feet, assuming that the gravity would be like that since that's what's around you, but no, you jump to your feet normally and the gravity is normal.
Okay, I fuck it up because I thought the gravity would be lower.
All right.
You just
fall back on my ass.
You just kind of like worm and then fall down.
Yeah, that's basically it. And I get up normally.
This place is cool as hell. What does this hallway look like? Is it just the stone hallway, or is there gaps out into this inky blackness?
Yeah, so the hallway is narrow to the point, like I said, where only maybe two of you could stand shoulder to shoulder, maybe if that. And the collections of stone and white stone, like lighter brick colored stone, come outwards as if like a half triangle shape, and then just repeat almost perfectly in the same, as if copy and paste it all the way down to this opening or light in the distance.
And does this look like any sort of civilization structure I've ever seen in terms of Triton or above the sea or anything?
No. You haven't. Actually, if you want to roll an investigation check on the stone itself.
Yeah, investigation or history? What would this be?
A roll an investigation.
Okay. Jesus Christ. First roll of the session, baby! Numbers! Number one! One natural one!
Natural
Let's go.
one?
Natural one?
I sure as hell did.
This is not gonna go well.
It doesn't look like any...
I'm drowning!
You don't look around and think the stone looks like similar to any underwater city stone that you've seen. It doesn't look like... Basically, you guys are standing in this hallway or corridor, but around you, it doesn't feel like it has belonged to anywhere that you've been to prior. Okay. But the stone itself, it does look old. There's mold and moss and cracks and... But that's it.
But it does look old. Okay, interesting.
I kind of stand up and stretch out a little bit because I assume I've been laying there for a bit. Where's everybody else? I mean, we're not the only alive ones, right?
I look around and I see that we're the only ones there. Yeah, I know. No. Hang on. What happened?
Well, we were pulled down by some sort of inky tendrils, but it's possible that the others got pulled down somewhere else. We might just have to go and investigate.
When we go.
I mean, doesn't look like there's anything here.
There's gotta be something.
Well, not in this room.
Oh, I'm sure
Maybe
there's something.
Down there, and I point down the hallway.
I'm already waddling down. I'm waddling down the hallway.
Yeah. You're strolling.
I'm
You're
ready
strolling
to go.
down the hallway. Yeah, this way there's only like glint of I guess of like a reflection of some sorts, and that kind of light. It's a dim light. It's not like a light of sunlight or anything like that at the distance that you guys start walking towards. The other way, it's darkness. It doesn't look interesting. It's just the same hallway, and the structure of the hallway, like the walls itself, just seem to be duplicated. So you guys start walking towards this light, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Eventually, you come to what is creating this light. It's not anything that is necessarily bright. It's just a structure. You all come to this colossal stone door of sorts. It stands maybe 60 feet tall. It's intimidating. And looking at it at first as you come towards it, you gather it stood here for a very, very long time.
I kind of whisper under my breath. I'm like, not brass. It's like that was a brass door in my images, right? That's what
Right,
you said.
and yeah, you all saw the same thing, and this one is not brass. It is just a stone door.
I examine it to see if there's any. Are there any defining characteristics other than it just being stone, or is it like etched? Are there some sort of pattern to it?
Roll. I'm gonna hold on 1 second. Roll. I feel like nature is cool to roll for this because it's stone, you know?
I'll roll nature if you want, and not just because I have a +5 to it. And okay, Jesus, man. All right, I thought that was a 1. It was a 7. Thank God.
Okay, 7
I got
total?
a 12. I got a 12 total.
12 is fine. All right. So, Finn, as you walk up towards the stone door and start to examine it, you can tell just by looking at the natural decaying elements of the stone, it seems to be primeval. It looks incredibly old. But it's bizarre because it's not... while it looks old, and you would normally this kind of stone to be this age would be almost eroded into dust for how old it is. This door and this stone is not. It looks almost untouched by any kind of wind or erosion or air.
Okay, interesting.
But as you are all looking at this stone door, it does have a pattern that stretches on it. The center of this door has this engraved almond shape. Above it, there's another symbol that's etched into the stone. It's in the shape of a waxing crescent moon. Below it is the shape of a sun. And there are 2 half-circular lines on each side that seem to connect the sun and the moon. And from these lines, are an assembly of branching lines that stretch into a multitude of directions to the edges of this door. And the center of this almond-shaped symbol is a hollowed-out circle. As you are looking and getting closer and seeing these patterns, Finn, you notice that the lines are actually made of tiny runic symbols. Do you remind me? Do any of you actually who here speaks and reads primordial?
I do.
I don't.
You don't. Okay,
All
so
I
you
do
get.
is speak, read, and kickflip crawfish.
Okay, so you recognize these runes as primordial runes, and you open up your golden tomb, or it's not golden, or
Yeah, it has this gold engraving, but it has this light blue, almost white sort of shell-ish quality to it. That's kind of the texture of it is almost like a sand dollar with these sort of gold rimmings. But again, that's just the like cover, the hard back of it, and the rest of it is just sort of like this enchanted waterproof paper.
Yeah, okay. So you flip open to pages in your book that have the runic the alphabet
Past the tentacle
for
section.
past the tentacle, and you get to the primordial alphabet and you start transcribing this into your book. You can choose to, if you would like, do it magically or just do it like mentally.
How long will it take if I do it mentally?
Those are just the charges of your book, where you would basically try and scan the door.
I'll scan it because that's cool. I hold out my book pages out, and I'm gonna suck in the runes onto my pages so I can read them.
Okay. I'll show you what you see. All right, Finn. As you scan these, this symbol and the runes, it transcribes itself into a page and also magically translates itself. And as you read it, you read the text, and it says, "I have a head and a tail, but no legs." And it looks like this.
Come shark.
Come shark.
Come shark. That's the answer.
I have a tail and a head, but okay. All right, easiest riddle I've ever done. I just. What were you gonna say?
Sorry, for audio listeners, it just looks like a bunch of runes.
Runes.
Oh yeah, I
shapes.
basically took a picture of what it looks like inside of his book as it is translated, so he could
Okay,
see
well,
it.
What
I
could,
know the
what could this
answer.
possibly mean? I'll have to ask one of my friends. So I pull out a coin and I flip it, and then it lands on my hand. The coin lands on my hand, and I look at it. Tails. All right, that means I'll ask. I'll ask. Young Ferin there. I've just flipped a coin to see who I should ask about
what's
this
up?
riddle. Now, it says here in these runes, I have a tail and a head, but no legs. Also, want to see this sick coin trick I picked up? Check this
A
out.
fish has a tail and a head with no legs. They don't have legs. They have fins, so they have like the tail and the head.
Cum shark.
So
Cum shark has no legs.
Cum shark does have no legs.
It's got
That's
up
true.
the
You
answer
showed
to
me
this.
pictures.
The answer to this door riddle. It's cum shark.
Oh, completely unrelated. I got those. They're two coin-shaped things, actually. I pull them out of my bag.
Oh, that looks cool. Can I see it? Whoa! And I slip and throw it into the hole.
Make a
Oopsie!
make a fucking.
Hey, well, be careful with that.
What do you make it? Just make a dexterity check.
I would honestly almost say make a random
Or no, actually,
chance.
sorry, make a performance check. Do a performance check.
Performance? Okay. All right. I got a 6.
You try to play it off as you slip, and the coins together go into the hole as you let them loose from your grasp, but they don't. They miss.
Doesn't play out great. Doesn't
They
play out
clang
that
onto
that
the
well in my
door.
head.
They hit the stone door, hit the gravel ground. And
Hey,
it
man,
Oh,
does
come
not
on,
go
be
in.
careful with that.
I'm so
And
sorry. I don't know what
I take
got
my
into
other
me.
hand with the other coin, and I put it over the thing while I reach down to lean on it to grab the other coin.
Which coin do you put in?
I have the silver one in my hand, and I'm reaching down for the gold one.
Okay, so you put the silver one on the hole, and are you trying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
All right.
like I'm putting my weight on it as I lean down to pick it up. So
Okay, yeah, okay. So it fits into the hole. It slides
Uh-huh.
in.
uh-oh.
What do you do now?
Hey, what the heck? What are you doing with that coin? Wait, so is there still more space for something else to fit in it?
Yes.
Okay. I say, oh, you look like you could use some help with that, and I go over to the gold coin, and I'm trying to help him up, and then I pick it up and get out of breath and lean against the wall and press the coin into the wall. In my old age, my creaky bones, I reach down and pick it up. Oh, goodness, I think I pulled something. Lean over.
I'm just watching this happen. I'm just watching it all, just taking it all in. What is taking
I was
place.
just about to say, Arlin, if you saw anything.
Yeah,
or if you did
I'm
anything.
standing there.
You're just like
Arlen's like, what could it be? Like,
oh my god. I have no clue.
Right. You both nonchalantly and definitely not on purpose enter these two coin shaped, and as you do, you notice that on the coins themselves, because they do appear to be coins in a way. They're they're about the size of like a $50 coin that doesn't exist anymore. You know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? The gold one has the shape of the sun, The silver one has the shape of the moon. And
Yeah, we
you
figured.
both accidentally put them in somehow.
Of course.
And as you do,
Anyway, I turn to Arlin and say, "What do you think? How do we solve this puzzle?" What, Arlin? What do you think we do to solve this puzzle?
We could, what if... Come shark! I scream at the door and like, wait. Nah, I got nothing.
You know, they can smell it from up to 10 miles away.
They can smell what?
go ahead, dude. Go ahead, dude.
I can't. Arlen. Dude, I was just gonna say underwater, no one can hear you come. This fucking sucks. There's the door fucking open, dude! We are a mess! Is the door open?
Yeah, dude. So, as you say that, you look up and from the abyss, cum sharks start raining down.
Oh my
From
god.
the void ceiling. No, okay. You guys, you begin to hear, as these are inserted and as you're, talking about the sharks of history, you hear the stone grind together as the slot where you put the coin in spins to flip to the other side, revealing the same stone as the door is made out of. But this time there is not an engraving, but almost like a carving of a triangle in shape. It comes forward to be flush with the rest of the door. And with these hollow, low sounds of crunching gravel, the door rises open.
Whoa, we did it.
Someone eating chips? That's really loud.
How did we
We did
do
it, team.
that?
The answer was come. Let's go.
So as you guys
I want to
enter,
march like triumphantly, like we did it.
sure. So you all march triumphantly as you have figured out that the answer to my first riddle ever was come. So
Hey, listen, it doesn't have a head and tail and no legs. Oh fuck! There's so many answers.
they do. They don't have. They don't. Oh my god. Okay. What you all see as you come through this door is unlike anything you have ever perceived. There is no moving air here. There is no distinct smell. Only the sounds of your boots sinking into this black sand that covers the ground is heard immediately. The only colors here outside of a grayscale are the colors of the clothes that you wear, the colors of your hair, or your skin. You look down. The sand is as if coal was ground up into dust, and it stretches far beyond the horizon. As you look around, you see massive structures and buildings to your left and right. All of them are tilted as if they're falling, but they don't, as if frozen in time. Small particles and stone suspend in the air above you and around these buildings. These complex mixes of brick and concrete are covered in dark moss and dark liquid. Some of the buildings you can compare to city buildings that you've seen, others are unrecognizable in any form. This place is archaic, and it is immeasurable.
As we're walking in, I'd like to put my hand up and kind of like tap at one of the pebbles floating in the air.
Yeah, it gently glides. It gently glides a few centimeters or inches and then stops.
Damn, I want to draw this shit. I'm drawing this shit in my book.
And you do. If you want to, make a performance check to see how well the drawing is. You can.
Oh dear God, I didn't think about this.
I'll lean
What's up?
down and grab like a handful of the black sand, like let it run through my fingers.
It's incredibly fine and soft. And soft, sorry.
Got a 17 on the check, which I really didn't expect.
Finn, this is something that is never ever in your knowledge and history and the things that you've read and seen. This drawing, that this is the first.
Oh yeah, baby.
you guys sure we're not dead?
This.
I don't think we're dead. I mean, the coins and everything. Makes
Do you think
sense
heaven
that-
has riddles to get in? I think I've earned my place in heaven. So I mean, this has got to be it. Maybe the captain's in hell. That's where he ended up.
You think that was the riddle to get into heaven?
I don't know if that would have been the answer to get into heaven. Here, I can easily tell if we're dead. Tell me if you feel
think
this.
the pearly gates. Oh,
And I punch.
Yeah.
I wanna punch Finn in the arm really hard.
You're gonna punch Finn?
you punch me. I'm not in part of the conversation. All right, go for it.
I
Go
just
for
wanna
it.
see
Before
if
you-
feel it.
You roll an unarmed strike before you mess with your HP. You guys have long rested,
Natural 20.
Okay.
so you can regain your fucking holy shit, dude.
I don't.
Regain
listen,
any
bro.
hit points you
I'm
lost.
sorry.
Lord Almighty,
I'm
kill
sorry.
me, kill me with this, kill me with this. I want to die.
Well, you take
Dude,
10,
oh my god.
you take 10 damage, I guess.
I take 10 damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That fucking sucks, dude.
That's
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh my
All right, I go
God.
Dragon
Wait.
Ball Z spiraling into a nearby building and explode.
Holy
Wait,
shit!
Can I just not do 10 damage? Like, I didn't want to hit him that hard.
No,
I just
you
wanted
do.
to-
Too
You
bad,
do
you hit
10
me that hard.
damage.
Okay, well, I guess
You
I
rolled
just...
a natural 20. You decided to do this.
Fuck.
Face the fucking consequences of your
Okay,
actions,
okay,
Grizzly.
okay.
Holy shit, Finn! I'm gonna run over to Finn and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay,
Wow,
we're not
thanks,
dead.
man.
Sorry, I just wanted to see.
Okay, you heal 4 of that HP back.
Great, great, great. Why did I? Oh, you just destroyed an entire building of this ancient, untouched civilization.
Yeah, but are you okay? I mean, what? The...
Yeah,
he's
it's all
fine,
good.
he's
It was a
fine,
good.
come on.
It was a good. It was a good bit. It was a good bit.
Did you feel it? Were you able to feel it?
Yes, I felt it. My arm broke. My
Oh
arm
my
shattered.
God.
You just healed it
It's
under the.
not broken.
Not
Well,
anymore.
I don't know if it's supposed to bend like that, actually. But listen. We need. If we're not dead, then
Oh no, these are just my fish bones. And then I make my arms just like go everywhere like that they shouldn't be.
we need to.
They flail like spaghetti noodles.
Oh no.
I just have like a horrified look on my face, like
Isn't nature
we could
beautiful?
do that.
that is unnatural.
Nature's beautiful, but you ain't.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah. Where do we even go in here? Like, is there any
Make a
like,
perception
notable? Okay. That's my thing. I get
That is
advantage
your
on perception
thing.
checks.
check. That is your thing, my friend.
Okay, that's an 18.
Nice.
That is perfect. Yeah. You look around, and again, it stretches far beyond any. I mean, this place seems to be as humongous and spans farther than the ocean would. And the world that you guys, live in is all ocean. So to see sand stretch through plains the same way an ocean would is unimaginable. But you seem, with your perception check, you do see a line in the sand that is damp and flows forward like a river. It's the only clear wet area of the sand, like only clear kind of path that may have been made by like dragging something through the sand, or you don't know. But that's the only pathway or so that is here, and this that parts the sand in a way.
There's a line in the sand. You crossed it. I point towards Arlin. That was fucked
I didn't
up,
even
man.
move. He crossed it. He's all the way over there now.
Oh, Finn, you crossed it. We all crossed the line.
I'm sorry I crossed
Listen,
the
listen,
line.
but there's a line here.
Listen, there's got to be some explanation for this. We just venture on. I mean, the
I
rest
think-
of the crew's got to be here, right? You got Chip, right?
Yeah, he was on the ship with me. Same with Jug. I don't know how I ended up
Yeah,
here.
so,
and they
I mean-
didn't.
They've got to be here. We've got to find them. Here, hang on.
Wow.
Maybe this'll
No,
work.
no rush though.
Hey!
No.
You guys here?
You're
Keep it down. You don't know what creatures. Actually, keep it up. Let's see what kind of creatures look around here. Hey, boys!
Hey!
Well, you guys.
As you guys scream into the surrounding area, your voice carries far, almost as if it bounces off every wall, every space of like dead air in this vicinity, and it booms and carries. It's like if you yelled, when you yell, maybe a few minutes later, your voice would come back to you and speak to yourself. It's huge. It bounces, it reverberates, and it echoes so loud. But it's just your voice. There's no other sound.
Listen, I think it looks like somebody was dragged through here, and I think maybe we follow the line.
Okay. I don't have a better
All
idea.
right, I get down on all fours like Scooby-Doo and follow the line.
What is it,
Lead
boy?
the way, Scoobs.
You smell trouble?
See,
What? Timmy follow the well. Oh my god.
like zoinks, man.
Like zoinks.
All right,
Fucking Rufus fell in the well. Oh god, we gotta get him out.
we gotta-
Rufus did kind of look like Scooby-Doo. I'm sad that he died. Just
What
kidding.
do you mean died?
He didn't die. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, so
All right, yeah,
follow
we're
the
gonna
trail.
let's follow the trail.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you follow this path, and on the way you see more of these leaning structures. Some even appear to be large leaning statues with inhuman or non-humanoid faces. Others are spiraling steps that break halfway as they rise. Eventually, you come to another aperture in the stone of an ancient pyramid-like structure. For the first time since you've arrived in this desolate land, almost, you feel a cold gust of wind blown towards you from this entrance. It's a very sudden, and it blows your hairs back and your shell beard, Finn. Makes your suspenders.
Another one of my beautiful crabs.
The hermit crab, it gets lost in the black sand as it falls.
No.
Crabby no.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's the second one today.
As you come closer and you gaze into this opening, you see only a few steps, because further down, these steps descend into complete darkness. Would you like to do or say anything?
I'm strolling, baby. I'm strolling right down.
I pause at this at the top of the stairs, just like kind of fade into the darkness, and I slowly follow them.
You guys,
Another
by the way,
adventure.
you guys still have your satchels and bags or anything that hold like candles, flint and steel. If you want to be able to see, Finn, maybe not, but like it is complete darkness. You will not be able to see. You will only be able to see the step in front of you as you descend. Pretty much.
Okay. I pull out my tinderbox and candle.
I light a candle as well.
Right on. And I need to know the marching order of this group, because this staircase is only wide enough for one person to be in front. It's a single file line.
I would be in last.
Okay, yeah.
I'd be in the middle then.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Oh.
then I'd be in the front. I thought you were leading.
All right, then I'd be in the front.
All right. So you're going. Ben, you're going to
They're
lead the
grinding
group.
shoulders. They've lodged
Come on,
themselves
I want to be.
into
No,
the
I want to be
soil.
up in the front. Come on.
I got it. I know where we're
I
going.
want to see what's going on down there first. I want to be the first one to see it.
All right. So you're going to be leading this crew down this descent.
Can I, like, can I have butter on me? I want to have butter.
Dude, what is the thought here? Literally, what at all is the thought here?
For just reasons that you don't really need to know about. You know what I mean? Because
You gonna butter yourself up and go down the stairs?
I'm gonna butter up what I deem needs to be buttery. Okay. I'm gonna butter
Okay,
what I wanna
worrying,
butter.
but sure. Concerning.
Can I
Definitely.
have butter? Is what I want to know. Let me know now.
Dude,
Yeah, dude, you have butter in your fucking pockets, man.
Awesome. That's all
Just
I
like
needed, I'm
Charlie
sorry.
has the granola in his back pocket, you have butters in your front.
Sweet.
Hey, whatever.
So when you-
crawfish, by the way.
It's gone.
So when
good child.
you took out the pockets to show Elizabeth, butter just flying out. Disgusting, man.
She got all your butter.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Dang.
Okay.
have my pocket butter.
Everybody needs some pocket butter.
You all begin to walk down this staircase, with Finn leading. It's very narrow. It's claustrophobic. It's cold. The candlelight only seems to keep the first few steps illuminated in front of you. And even with your dark vision, Finn, you can't seem to see much more past that. The walls, as you traverse, are the same stone and brick as you've seen, except this time it's starting to blend into a more obsidian-like stone. Every now and then, you'll catch a glimpse of strange writings and symbols. Keep going.
What do the symbols say? Did they say something like "turn back, death ahead," or is it like?
If you want to, you can make another investigation check. Actually, yeah, investigation check first to check them out if you want to stop the group because you are
Arcana
leaving.
or history, or religion, or nature.
I'd like to imagine that whatever writing.
Seems like history. I don't know. It seems like history to me. It's
do a history
pretty
check.
old.
Do a history check. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, DM.
No problem.
15.
All right, that's good. It wasn't a very high DC. You recognize these symbols, and only you, and you can relay this as you guys traverse downwards if you want. These symbols are in primordial, but the abyssal variation. So they are abyssal primordial.
Okay.
And the symbols just repeat the words. Okay, go ahead.
I understand abyssal. Would I be able to read it? Or
You
is
would.
It... Okay, cool.
You could read them. Yeah, if he's showing and pointing out these symbols, you would be like, "Oh, I recognize the symbol."
Well, let's
from
see what they say first.
my abyssal,
yeah.
my abyssal elective in college. You would know that.
Yeah,
Did I teach you? Did I teach you a little bit of abyssal?
Yeah, sure. You tell me this one's how I know it.
All right, so it's
Hey, what the
scattered.
Your
Fuck, don't
pronunciation is
say that.
completely off.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought we were just making sounds.
No, continue, sorry.
What does it say?
So the symbols seem to just be the same symbols repeated, either in lines in succession, like in columns, or just scattered along the wall, or above the other like markings and drawings. And they say, "What do you desire?"
Okay, yeah, I'll relay that it says that.
I was really
I
hoping it
also-
would be like... Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I also would tell you guys that the freaky tentacles also said desire to me.
True.
So, it seems like desire here is a theme.
What do I desire?
I just want to get the crew back.
I don't
You
really
sure
want
it
our
isn't,
adventures
sure it
to
isn't
end.
just butter deep down, just more butter?
What do you mean butter? Why would I have pocket butter?
Hey, you're leaking a little there.
I just kind of cut my pocket that is leaking butter. I don't know
Do
what
you
you're talking about.
do you also look at the markings and drawings as well as the symbols? I assume so.
I
yes.
do.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking past and you see these, some of them are depictions of humanoids with gems and coins, which is nothing new to what you've seen.
Right.
Some are different depictions of slavery and almost power over one another. Another one that stands out the most, and you've only seen it once so far in your descent, is a distinct drawing of a mountain with a king's crown hovering above it. Before your candlelight goes out.
Huh?
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, funny
Hey
one.
guys, you there? You guys...
You can turn them back on now. Guys. Got.
You guys hear the whispers as you're walking, and
Guys.
for Arlin... No, sorry. For Finn, they begin to get louder. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, I'm pretty good at that. Oh, I'm really good at that. Natural 20 plus 6, 26,
Natural
baby.
20? All right.
I whisper
all right.
back. Puss, 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 puss.
These whispers, as the darkness consumes you. Oh, I'm bringing Arlin into my campaign.
No. I don't want. Not this guy. Not this guy.
This guy again, no.
As the darkness covers your vision almost instantly as the candlelight snuffs out, the steps in front of you disappear, and again, your vision is gone. In the same instance as you guys all start to hear these whispers, they get much louder for you, Finn, and you hear very quickly, and these whispers start to form an image in your mind.
Okay.
A memory. This memory flashes, but you're not out at sea, and you're not on the ship. No, this was a little longer ago. About maybe 20 years ago. You're in the undersea. You're in a familiar room filled with multiple tomes with the same gold encasing as your special book. Hastily, you're throwing as many of your desired valuables as you can into a sack, as this memory in particular is the day that you decided to leave and become the first reef searcher. As you're doing this in this memory, another one of your fellow scholars enters the room with a very much younger boy and says, well, where are you going, Mr. Tidestrider?
Do I get to respond, or is this
You do.
playing back from me? Okay.
This is an interactive memory, we'll put it that way.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. What's this character's name? I would know, right?
You would know him to be Professor Gilspar, and the much younger boy you maybe or maybe not recall the name of. You've seen him around here and there. He attends some of your seminars. Very bright-eyed boy. Gilliam, maybe.
Maybe. All right. I look up towards Gilspar. I say, Gilspar, we talked about this. I'm going up to the surface to see what knowledge I can acquire for us down here. We've studied the reef so much, but we don't know anything of what's up there.
But Professor, there's so much stuff that we don't know here, and losing your knowledge and your expertise would be like such a dent in our resources.
Oh, Gilspar, I'll leave all my scrolls with you, but I can't just dissect cum sharks forever. I've got to go and see what's up there.
But you know, and he sort of could you give us a minute, young man? Well, this is a bit more urgent than I thought it would be. You'll have to ask him a question later, all right? And the younger boy says, is he ever gonna...
You can ask now. You can ask now.
I was just looking for private tutor, maybe private lessons. Your work on the elusive crawfish was so interesting. I guess the hypothesis, the theory...
I say here, and I take my tome and I scan out all the pages on the elusive crawfish, and like underline some of the things that I think are important, and I pass it to him. Here you go. This is everything you need to know on the elusive crawfish, and not only that, even some places that maybe they could be, possibly.
You see this young kid, his eyes widen and brighten as if he's just been given a purpose. Something to search for, a goal. And he runs off with these papers. And Mr. Gilspar looks at you again and shuts the door. And he says, but... Oh, come on. You're going to be judged if you leave, you know? People are not everyone is going to agree with this. The surface. We don't dwell on the surface.
That's nothing for the price of knowledge and the progress we could have down there. I'll gladly pay that price.
But what about your friends and the people that need you here?
Oh, Gilspar, you know I'll return soon enough.
I don't know, that's the problem. You're going to get consumed by your work. And I just... But I cannot not support you. Not when you're this excited.
Gilspar, listen, you co-published that thesis with me. You know as much as I do that I can't stop and I can't stay down here. I wouldn't be able to respect myself. I could do so much good for us if I went up there. I have to do it. I have to go through with this. I'm sorry, but that's the end of the discussion.
as you say this, you collect the final few things and throw it into the sack, and you rush out the door. And as you do, you feel yourself stop for a moment, and you look back. And as you do, you notice that there's a chain made out of different office supplies on your ankle. But then it opens up, and it seems odd because this isn't what you remember.
No.
You shrug it off and leave anyways. Your vision comes back to the candlelight. Once again comes back, and you're all descending the staircase.
Okay. Be careful, comrades. I just had some kind of vision, so be on your guard. You might get a blast from the past here soon.
What the hell does that mean?
Blast from the past.
Past.
Okay. Might have hit him a little too
Never
hard.
want to dissect another cum shark again. Let's go.
You guys continue this travel down this staircase, and
Same guy that named the sperm whale. Fucking bullshit.
the sperm whale.
I forgot this exists.
That's a real thing, though, right?
That's
Yeah,
a
sperm
that's a
whale's
real
real,
thing.
dude. I love my headcanon is the same guy who named the sperm whale named the cum shark.
This is awesome. This is so.
Just
This
some
is
sick,
so
just
awesome.
some sick fuck.
You guys continue to descend, and Finn, this memory seems to be much more fresh than it was previously, and you kind of mull it over, and the words as you guys are walking and taking the steps, what you desire seems to be ever so prevalent, and it happens again. As you guys are walking. And, Drey, you're the one holding the candlelight, correct?
Yeah, I'm holding one of them. I think that.
I'm holding one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Arlin is as well.
this time you're like holding, you're basically hovering your hand over it and around it to try and protect it from any wind, so that this time it doesn't get snuffed out. But again, it does it once more.
Oh god damn.
Come on!
And collectively, you just hear as with the wind, you hear that as more whispers, I guess, of this slight breeze that snuffs the candle out passes by your ears. This time,
Don't make me use my pocket butter.
I don't think you're gonna be able to slide out of this one.
You underestimate how much pocket butter I have.
That's true, Arlin. Start applying it now.
I don't want to apply it just yet. It'll come in handy.
all right.
I want to be able to cook a grilled cheese on you on a hot summer day.
Not yet. The butter will come in when we need it.
When we need it most.
Once again, same way as Finn, but this time for you, Arlin. The whispers get louder. The steps in front of you disappear, and your vision is gone. You also get another flash of a memory. It is the day a 7-year-old ship clinged to your leg and begged you, please let me become a pirate.
No, it's not safe. A kid like you can't make it a day on the sea.
But I don't have anything.
Okay. Just calm down.
You guys are on this just one of the adventures where you guys stopped at a port for a small village town for like supplies and just rile up the villagers and meet new people. And then you met this kid at a small tavern like place, and he really took a liking to all of the stories and jokes that you told. And this is the day you're leaving. You're walking back towards the ship on the dock, and this is where he's kind of clinging on to you, as he says he doesn't have anything.
Okay, and I want to lean down. Where are your parents? Anyone?
Oh.
It's all right. It's okay. Here, and I want to like reach behind his ear and pull out a little doubloon, like a gold coin.
Roll a performance check.
Sure.
I want to see how well. Oh, sleight of hand. Sorry, I want to see how well.
Sleight of hand. Performance might have been natural 20.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cool.
Minus
yeah,
one,
you
so
do
it's
this
19, but yeah.
with such finesse. You do this as if this is a trick you've done on many children before. But for this kid, it's the coolest thing he's ever seen. It's not just a trick to him. It's basically a show of something that makes him immediately admire you, and he attributes this to the life of a pirate, the character of a pirate. And he says, please take me with you.
Okay, you just gotta keep quiet.
Ah!
No, shh. Hey. Here, hang on to this coin, alright? This coin, it will keep you safe, it will make you strong. Can you be strong? What's your name?
I don't,
That's alright,
I want to be in the future. I'm gonna be the strongest on the chip.
On the chip?
On the chip. Ah!
It's okay.
As he clutches the coin.
All right. Are you trying to chip? Okay. Come on.
Chip.
Come on, Chip. Let's go. Kind of lead him on to the boat.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
What a fucking great scene.
5.
What a genuinely terrible scene.
That sucks so much.
Oh man.
What a shitty fucking scene.
What a shitty scene.
Arlin, as you are leading Chip back to the ship, this is a happy memory for you. One that you knew you would treasure in the future, as there's nothing more loyal and nothing more pure than a child and its wonder. And then you feel a piercing in the back of your shoulder as it's pulled towards your neck and brings you to your knees. You fall on the dock right before you enter the ship as you're about to climb the ladder to the ship, the plank. And you're clutching, and as you reach back to this new wound that stings, it's painful, it burns, you look back up towards, and this time you see someone who looks like Chip, but is much taller and much older. And his hand clutches the handle of this knife that has been plunged into your skin, into your back.
Shit.
He just looked at you.
Look over at the younger Chip. Is he still there?
No.
What?
He continues to drag. He continues to plunge and basically push this dagger of his, which is the same dagger that he would have acquired on this ship as a kid much later in this journey. He pushes it deeper and deeper and pulls it down until it's just about to reach and cut through your heart.
I'd probably just be like screaming in pain.
Yeah.
You are definitely hurling at this point. And you look up one final time, you gaze at this older ship. And he says, "Thanks for nothing, old man. I never needed you anyways." And he kicks you off the dock. And your vision comes back to you. The candle up again.
That keeps on happening. Come on.
And you feel a painful sense of betrayal. And something that feels unnatural. It's almost rage-inducing for somebody like you. And it's definitely not what you remember.
My
Arlin,
tattoos
you all
would
okay
start
there?
Tattoos would start to be like waving a little bit, like starting to form that glow, but not really. Hey,
What's going on with that?
Hey man, what's
Ship,
going on? We got.
but it wasn't. And it was.
Sounds like whatever's down there gave you a much less pleasant vision than mine.
There's something strange in here. This is no ordinary staircase. And I don't
It's
think
okay,
that's from
man.
all
We've
the
got each
butter I
other's
left on
backs.
Even
I
all that
slip on the butter.
can protect you. young Ferin, I think you're next. Brace yourself.
What do you mean?
And
what?
I'm gonna actually cast I guess it wouldn't work with guidance. All right, cool. I cast bless on, I guess, all of us. So any saving throw that we make, we add a d4.
Get a
to.
D4, right? Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Go for it. That's a
So
grand idea.
I pull out my tome and sort of move my fingers over it, and you see almost these like water droplets kind of start forming out of the air that appear on my fingers and glow with this translucent turquoise light that I sort of flick off, and that pass into and sort of splash off of the three of us respectively. And now you all have an extra d4 to add to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Yo.
Cool. Epic.
Excellent. Again, as if there's anything else you guys want to say as you're continuing.
I've got nothing.
Just going downstairs, baby.
Walking down some stairs with
Walking
the bros.
down some stairs, getting traumatized by my cum shark past.
Walking down these steps in complete darkness with only one candlelight and only being able to hear the sounds of your breath as you exhale. It's maddening. And it's long. You guys descend for another 30 steps, 60 steps, 90 steps, before once again the candle goes out.
Jeez, these steps are so.
And you hear the whispers. This time it's loud for
Everybody, it's oh fuck my bad.
Hold on,
Alvin,
turn it on. I didn't really.
Alvin, you found us.
No, Alvin, don't take my nuts.
That's not Alvin, that's
again.
Simon.
Yeah,
Simon.
you guys encounter Alvin and the Chipmunks roll initiative. Bam, bam, bam. Oh my god, that's
Bam,
fucking
bam.
awesome. No, you hear the whispers once again, but they're much louder, and they all just sort of as they come in this time into your mind, Drey.
Oh, good luck, Drey.
What do you mean?
But here, let's draw a mustache on him with butter.
Yeah, butter stash.
Let's go. All right, while he's under, let's just like draw on him in butter. Like
Yeah,
I just want to cover him in butter.
I am buttering him up so much.
No.
For the rest of you, and you two, now that you know that you've both experienced something similar, at least since you've talked about it and relayed the information, he just seems to walk and act normally, unresponsive, and the eyes are clouded over. But it's not. You don't get the sense that he's in danger, at least not from this.
Well, that's good. We butter him up.
You can definitely butter him up.
He's so
What
buttery.
check is buttery for?
He's just, I don't know.
I'd say sleight of hand because we're moving.
I think that butter comes from nature, so I would definitely say that
nature
this is a
check,
nature
nature
check.
check.
Yeah,
Hold
you
up.
and your plus
Yo,
5 in
hold on.
nature.
Hold on. I think only true.
I would say
athletes
I
could
used to
apply butter.
follow
It's
I used to
athletics.
follow the butter god. I think this is more of a religion check.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely an athlete. This is a sport. Buttering your
Okay,
friends
who's
is a
doing
sport.
the buttering and who's
I think
assisting?
I
I'll allow one roll. Oh my god, why is this happening? Why is this happening?
All right, you're
Why is
probably
this
better
happening?
Bisley, you're probably better at buttering, so I'll assist
Yeah,
you.
I'm a better butterer. I can butter better.
You're a really big butterer too.
Can I get buttered in my memory in real time as they're doing it?
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately,
sorry,
I did
bro.
not write
I'm sorry.
in
Okay.
butter.
What do I roll to butter him? Can I roll athletics because it's +7?
Of course, you can roll athletics.
Yes, I can. I
don't know.
This game.
I don't know why I'm saying yes to buttering him up, but it's great.
19. He's buttering.
All right. Drey, when you come to, you're gonna be slick and not
be slick.
and not in the appearance way. All right.
We should find it. We gotta find a way to use that somehow.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Same thing for you, Drey. The vision gone. The whispers creep into your mind, saying desire as they fill your. Basically, it feels like they fill your head and your skull. These whispers turn into a memory. It flashes in an instant, and you're on the sea, sailing your small, one-man boat. The light in your eyes, Drey, during this time shines brighter than the sun, and you gaze on the open seas proudly, until you gaze on your food supplies and realize you ate them the first hour in. As you're sailing, chilling back, looking through an eyeglass, with one eye since the other one is covered in an eye patch still, all of a sudden, the sky begins to darken.
What the fuck?
But there are no clouds in the sky. You turn around quickly to see this huge, beautiful rosewood ship directly on a collision course with yours.
Oh fuck! Hey! No!
Can we be aboard the ship? Can we just be like, do you hear something?
No, I don't hear
All of
anything.
you, okay, yes, of course you guys can be on the
Arlin,
ship.
I don't hear something. Do you hear something?
No, I don't hear anything. Do you hear anything?
However,
By the
The one
gods,
to-
my ears deceive me, or is that the cry of an infant cum shark?
No, not any more cum sharks, please. I'm so tired of them. Please don't bring another aboard.
Me too, actually. I really need to think of it. I mean, discover another animal.
We already have 10 cum sharks down below.
the first and only person, as you are yelling, Drey, to run towards the tip of the ship, basically the front bow, I believe it's called. He goes all the way to the edge, and he looks and he peers down, and it is Captain Bo T. Rose, that you meet for the first time on this day. And you see him in all of his glory, in his black musketeer-esque outfit, the black tailcoat that goes all the way down to the ankles, or at least, the upper calf region. And on the shoulders, it's the roses, and his hat is that triangular-shaped point with the large feather. The very deep black V-neck that has the cloth sash of some sorts that
sash,
also
yeah.
has rose designs on it as well. And he looks down and he says, "Hey kid! You want
I
to join
look
my
up-
crew?"
I meet his eyes, and as I open my mouth, I'd like to get ran over by the ship.
You can't like to get ran over by the ship. But if you do want to get run over by the ship, then you sit there and you look at him and
I look at him, I meet his eyes, and I'm just kind of agasp, like,
You gaze at this captain who looks like
Hey, Arlin, did you feel a bump?
an angel in your eyes. He is the sexiest man you've ever seen before in this black outfit. And then your ship gets crushed and you fall into the water. Go ahead and make a... Oh my god, what is it to swim? Athletic. Go ahead and make an athletics check. And a
good thing
constant...
I'm
No,
okay, well,
athletics first. Yeah, go athletics first.
Okay, that's 10 for athletics.
Oh my god, that's literally what you needed.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
you
god.
you dog paddle your way back to the surface, and even though the waves are being pushed by the ship's movement through the water, you're able to keep afloat. And you see the captain, and if you guys as well would like to join him, run over to the side of the ship and let the plank ladder or staircase down to allow him on the boat.
Yeah, I'll run over.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Help out with it.
Now, Drey, as you are climbing up to get on the ship, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, okay. 16, I might as well add the... yeah, I'm gonna add the
Yes.
D4, why not? 18.
I was really hoping I could just hallucinogenically turn into Alvin the Chipmunk, but that works too.
As you climb the ship in this memory, for a second, this is exactly how it's supposed to go, but then out of nowhere for a moment, you feel this sudden urge to retreat and not get on the ship. Because you fear that the second that you step on this, you will be treated like you've been treated all of your life. As a non-appreciated and worthless and no purpose or goal or direction, you know that you want to be important and you want to prove yourself and you want to be strong and you want to go on an adventure, a grand adventure that you can come home and tell your father about and he actually be proud. But for some reason, for a split second, getting on this ship seems like the worst way to do that. But the feeling fades.
I pause for that moment and then keep on going up.
Hey,
Run
come
up.
on!
You join the crew. The captain
aboard.
welcomes you. He says,
You're gonna be hearing from my boat insurance
From your
for that
boat,
one
what?
assholes.
Do you have proof of the damages? No. Welcome aboard to the crew.
It's under. My dad's gonna kill me.
hey kid,
You'll be fine.
Number
Hey,
one rule of piracy: don't believe in boat insurance.
They didn't teach me that in school.
that is one of the rules of piracy. We have a book. You want to read it? You seem a little new to all this, the captain says.
I put my hand out.
He goes and he grabs it and shakes it. He says, what do you do? What's your name?
The name's Drey. Drey Ferin.
Specialty? What are you gonna add to the crew? I can't just have you swabbing the deck, being out on sea on your lonesome. You must do something interesting.
I'm gonna. I can make maps. I have a good memory like that.
That's boring to me. What do you do with your hands, your fists? How do you fight? How do you be a pirate?
Oh gosh, look out! A shark is jumping at the ship, but it's at the perfect distance that I won't be able to hit it. Who? Help me! Someone is going straight for me. If only there were someone here with a
Oh man!
with a keen eye.
I only have close range
It
items.
looks like it's gonna take me out too. Well, this is it. It's been a good run.
I'll miss
Young
you,
Ferin,
Finn.
it was great to meet you.
Do I even have my gun at this point?
Yes.
Like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yes, you
I flick out my gun. I turn around. I flip my eye patch up, and shoot with my left hand, and it just goes straight through the eye of the shark.
That it does. I won't even make you roll to hit here because this is exactly how your memory plays out.
Whoa!
The shark falls into the water and you can see the blood spread throughout the sea almost instantly.
A lefty.
Goodness.
We don't have any
No,
of those
actually,
on the ship.
I usually shoot with my right, actually.
Well, you didn't just there. It was the left. That was the left hand.
No, I had a feeling that I'd miss if I shot with my right. Just a hunch, I guess.
Well, that was good work.
Oh, that was
Well.
the. Hey, look, that was the yellow-bellied wedge head. Looks like that shark. I believe there was only two left.
What the fuck?
Oh,
To me, it sure looked. I mean, to me, it looked like a sure shot. Welcome aboard.
hey!
And your
Go,
vision,
fit right in.
your vision comes back too. The candle once again relit.
Oh, I feel greasy. Oh God, that was a sweaty dream.
Yeah, you were really nervous, sweating all over.
Yeah, you were shaking.
Why does
man.
it smell like butter?
Oh yeah, you're
We
buttered
must
up,
be getting
dude.
close.
You're like the peanut butter baby, except you're Drey and you're the butter baby. You
Oh,
have no
man.
peanuts. That's you. That's you right now.
Oh God.
You guys continue. You continue to descend down the steps, and the candle stays lit. But as you are making your way, you feel a rush of a cold gust of wind that seems to carry the sound of this howling wraith. This as the wind blows past your ears.
Oh, that's not good.
You all eventually reach level ground. The end of this descent.
Ooh. Ugh. That'll keep the glutes tight.
I'm not looking forward to climbing back up those.
Wait, we gotta go back up?
I left a lot of butter on the way.
That's gonna wait, butter. I look at my arms, buttered up. Oh, come on.
Shouldn't have hallucinated. Hey, anyway, what do we do anyway? What do we see?
looks like-
Editor.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, it's
All
gonna
right.
be stupid. I'll do it anyway. It was just gonna be a stupid shit I say to Arlin. I was just gonna elbow him and say, "Looks like he's seen butter days."
I don't get it.
That's great.
Hey girl, hey Twitch chat, hey just roll with the listeners on the podcast version. Baby, I just don't get it. How do you not already know everything I always say when we get to this middle road? Yeah, you wanna hear a good story? You know that we all try, fun as we are, we're still broke, and I just don't know why. If you wanna follow, baby, you can come to the Twitter, also do. You have a Discord, I'm waiting for you. Every night on my keyboard I type. I see you at the Twitch Level 5 Hop Train, and we got a Reddit, memes and things. Baby, we got more, but I just want one thing from you all. You should give me money at patreon.com/JRWI show. Baby, you should give me money at patreon.com/JRWI show. Hey, baby, you should give me money. Give us more. Hey, baby, you should give me more. Hey, JRWI show, baby, that's what we go over here. Yeah, money, 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 bitch. That's what we talking about.
You guys finally push through the dizzying twists of this descending staircase. Your head and your mind's all clear. Besides yours, Arlin, you still feel that lingering sense of anger, and it's not something you should have experienced to make you feel this way. But the way the memory is now, you can't feel or see it any differently. You have reached a clear exit, and the walls of the stone that transitioned into that sparkling black obsidian shifts back into the normal color of the regular stone that you've seen throughout this place that you've been. You step into a room that's filled with cold, misty fog. Behind you, you see that there is no way to turn back. There is no staircase or entrance. This room that you have entered or descended into is cavernous, with elements of moist and jagged rock forming somewhat spherical walls that make up like a dome shaped. The ground is the same black sand as before, and the ceiling leads into that similar void, but you can't tell if it's the same sea-like sparkling as the corridor that you started in, or if it's just shadow because of how high it is. The air is very humid and much warmer than the rooms, but than the descent, which was very cold. All of you feel a presence, a viewless aura that immediately captivates your attention. You peer forward, and about 45 feet away from you, you all see that enormous brass door, surrounded by the same mist as the flashes of memory when you sank into the sea.
Hey,
It looks antique. Sorry.
Go ahead. I was just gonna roleplay so once you're done explaining.
Yep, okay. This door looks antique, and you get the feeling you shouldn't know what it covers, what opens, and what's behind it. But
I don't get that feeling.
you, and you especially, Finn, you want to know just as badly.
Oh yeah, baby.
What were you saying, Connie?
I was gonna say, oh wait, I've seen this door before.
Where?
Yeah, it was the one in the visions. Let's do it. Let's see what's behind it. Maybe it's that egg.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure.
You guys had
I guess.
Okay.
Come again, young Ferin? Is everything all right? I say as I stroll briskly towards the giant door we're not supposed to touch.
I didn't realize you guys had the visions too. Okay. Yeah. No. Sure. Egg treasures beyond my wildest dreams.
That's the spirit. Come on, let's do some adventuring. Let's do some learning.
Do you think the rest of them are behind the door?
Absolutely.
Are you okay, Finn?
I'm just fine, but this is all incredible. I haven't seen or heard of anything like this before, and I don't know if this is real. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity, but I'm sure that if the others sank down as well, they'll be in a similar situation. It only makes sense. It's only logical.
Yeah, it's only logical.
yeah.
That makes sense. I've put it together in my head as well. It makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
that's what I've been thinking too this entire time. Yeah.
I know you're very interested, though. I just want you to make sure that you're alive to tell these stories, Finn.
Well, I mean, if you want to go back up, you lead the way.
Well, we can.
Right.
Yeah, so there is right.
All
there
that
is
wasted butter. Okay, let's go.
You margarine menace.
Yeah, we'll approach the door.
All right.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you said that, man. Hold on, guys. Like, this is making me so happy because I wrote in my notes, "Do you begin to approach?" And then in my I italicized next to it, I said, "Of course they do. Where the fuck else would they go?" But I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to ask. You just went. Oh my god, this is great. I love
You
this
think
shit.
you think we're just gonna stand there T-posing?
Exactly.
That's a door.
Hello, fellow
That-
role players.
That is a door. That door.
There is a door in front of us and
There's a
this
door.
behind
There's a
us.
door.
That
I want to
is-
go beyond it.
That is a place in which you walk through to enter another room.
Perhaps we should look around for more puzzles.
What's over there?
All right.
Oh, nothing.
Fuck, this is cool.
Yeah, it is.
As you guys brought their white noise back. As you all approach the door, you notice there's a figure sitting against the wall
Oh.
to the right of the door. You see the thick black tailcoat with embroidered roses on the shoulders.
My man.
It's instantly recognizable.
I told you he'd be here.
This is Captain Rose. And he sits there against the wall, clutching his chest.
Yeah. So how alive is this guy?
He's alive.
Oh, he
if you
is?
guys are you guys are approaching him directly now?
Yeah, I'll rush
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Totally,
I'm gonna rush
Of course.
there now. Actually,
Hey,
Yeah,
Cap.
okay.
Cap.
Captain.
Yeah, you all rush him and he my crew. So
Well.
happy you're alive.
Most of us.
Where
The most, yeah.
where are the others? Where are we?
Well, I don't. What did you see when you landed here? I figured you might have ended up here as well, but we've got no sign of the others except you until now.
He goes to stand and he's still clutching his chest. As he does, he says, I don't remember much, but it looks like the universe had one more adventure for us all, after all.
He said,
Oh, Captain, you're not looking
Captain,
too
you're-
good there.
I don't like this
Ye-
music box music that's just suddenly playing in this place.
Can I cast a healing spell on him, or is he like looking like he's going to inevitably die right now?
You can certainly try.
Classic, dude! As if you'll say it as a DM.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna try and cure wounds him, and as the air around my hand sort of condensates again into this water, and then begins to glow again with this prismarine light, I lay it upon his chest, and the water kind of spreads out and glows brighter still, and I'm going to try and heal him for... let's see how much. Rolling it now. Not bad. 18 hit points.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay, for a second, he stops the coughing. And he goes to stand. And this time, he's looking around and he looks around for it. Where's my hat? I don't know. I remember seeing you all when the tentacle got me and into the sea I went, being pulled down by this large mass and out of my control.
Yep, we know the feeling now.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good. You didn't see that the ship went down with us into
He looks at
a whirlpool.
He looks at you stunned. My ship?
Yeah.
I mean,
The looks like the Midnight Rose
Yeah.
is taking a wet nap.
it's wilted a little bit. Maybe.
What about
Could be
Jug?
fine.
What about Shay? Rufus?
Um,
We haven't seen them yet, but hopefully they've gotten luckier than us.
I mean, to be fair, I was on the ship when it went under. So they could be okay. But we don't know.
And he,
You're the only other person we've seen. Oh,
Hey,
he falls
Tells
over.
me- I have a feeling deep down the ship is okay, and I look directly into the camera.
As you do, he falls over with that wincing sound onto one of his knees, and he's clasping the left side of his face, and he just says, I'm alright, and he lifts his head up slowly and removes his hand from his face, and as he does, he says, Arlin, where'd you go?
What, Cap, I'm here.
You guys see, as the captain removes his hand from his face, that side of his face that he covered, there is a gaping hole for an eye socket.
Cap, are you doing a holy fucking shit?
no. Oh my God,
Oh,
Captain!
goodness.
Oh shit ass.
By
That-
young Ferin, you got a spare eye patch?
No.
It was the eye where Arlin would be standing in that point of view, that perception. And pure black, thick liquid comes bubbling forth. And
Is it similar to the Yuckies?
It is.
Oh.
It is.
No.
It thickens like mucus and flows like ooze down his face and out of his mouth.
All right, medicine check. How bad is this, and how soon is he going to turn into a Yucky himself?
You don't even need to medicine check to know how soon. Because as soon as you walk forward to try and help him out, your captain snaps backwards forcefully. With no readable intent in the movement, it's sporadic. And with another crack, the left arm snaps outwards, then splits in half as the skin seems to be forcefully ripped through. More of this black ink-like liquid pours from the wound, some of it taking a more stringy shape, attaching itself to the other arm as if stringing up a puppet. The rest of his body, on this side, contorts and concaves, and you can hear ripping and shattering as your captain groans in intense pain. You're
I
stunned.
guess I'm gonna put him out of his suffering. I mean,
I just want to like grab the axe off my back and have the tattoos start to glow again.
I'm gonna open up my tome and sort of move my fingers back as this webbing of lightning almost starts to form between.
I look at both of them as they ready to. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? No! What?
Young Ferin, I think
That's our captain!
I think our captain is
That's not our captain anymore.
unfit for duty.
So we're just going to kill him?
We gotta put him out of his misery. That does not look good.
It's not like we have much of another choice, Sureshot.
So we're just gonna give up right now. We're just not gonna even try anything, you
I
know?
already
Well,
tried to
How
heal him.
much has he done for us,
It
you
didn't
know?
do anything. We don't know how this spreads or how it works. This is our best shot.
If you've got an idea, do it now.
I don't know, but is killing him really the answer?
As you're stalling and freaking out, his chest begins to sink inwards, creating a large hole in the center. The liquid
was a really
coming from his
nice
mouth pours into it and swirls similar to that of a whirlpool. His left leg has the same sickening treatment as his left arm. You notice as the liquid hits the ground, it vaporizes into mist, like you saw on the ship. And you also see shadows from the ground being absorbed and crawling up his leg. It seems to force him to stand back up, and he stumbles towards you all. The arm wrapped in this web, stringy, taut black substance begins to slowly unsheath the captain's gold, gem-encrusted rapier, and he holds it backwards and lumbers towards you all. After a few moments of standstill as you prepare your axe, Arlin and you, Finn, prepare the spell. The captain mutters, whispers through his fading breath. And you hear it. And he says, "Be loud, be merry, and be pirates." Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let's go, dude.
I got a 12.
4.
All right.
10.
12, 4, 10, down. Why would your initiative was so much better for the other one?
It really was, yeah.
-1.
I also have a -1. Let's go.
Let's go. Slow game.
Slow game.
All right. The captain lumbers forward and the chest sinks. And to begin combat, as you, Finn, are about to cast, and you, Arlin, are preparing to strike, you, Drey, see it firsthand. As the captain bends a little backwards, similar to the creatures or the yuckies on the ship when they shot out the shadow sickles, except this hole in his chest fires out 1, 2, 3 black tendrils from the cavity that twist and intertwine into this more elaborate like spear. This long, and it flows like a wave as it travels and shoots directly towards you.
Okay, while this is all happening, as he's doing all this, I'm gonna be sitting there. I'm just gonna staring. I'm like, come on, Captain, come on, no. What about all the drinks we shared? The adventure. There's still so much we haven't seen. Come on, god damn it! Then it fires towards me, and then
Captain's retiring early.
Does a 22 hit your AC?
it does hit me. Yes.
8 points of piercing damage as the shadow tendril pierces through your shoulder.
Shadow sickle. My alter ego.
Shadows. Hooks behind you, kind of reeling you in a sorts. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna
7.
use my lucky feature. on
Nice.
that.
Yeah, go ahead, go
Nice,
ahead.
dude. Hey, you
Yeah,
have a
they're-
D4 for saving throws.
That's
Still
I-
blessed.
Oh, you
I
already
I
used
don't-
that. You already used that. Never mind.
I did already use
I lied.
that.
You don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not taking. Okay, yeah, 16. That's better.
Much better. Yep,
Better than a natural one.
that's fine. It hooks, it tries to pull you in, but you resist it, yank it out, and the wound is fresh, but the tendril
Yeah.
sucks or vacuums right back into the cavity in his chest.
As it stabs through my shoulder, I kind of look down and some tears in my eyes. I'm like, God damn it! And I pull out my pistol as it kind of sucks back out as I pull it out.
And you just see the captain, the left side of his face now is almost completely covered in this taut, stringy material of ooze and hard. Oh, it's almost like rubber in the way that it looks, I guess. But it's the half of his face now is covered in it, and it looks like it's eaten the muscle, the flesh, and it's turned. It's like the Venom mask. in Spider-Man, where
Yeah.
when he opens the mouth really wide, you can see those tendons and muscles, but it's just black
Yeah.
on the sides of the mouth. That's exactly what that part of his left side looks now, as it's being covered in this ooze. And then after that, next up is going to be Drey. You are next.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, again, as it pulls out, God damn it, tears in the eyes, all that stuff. I pull my gun out, and I just kind of scream as I aim down my sights. I'm like, ah! And then I pull the trigger.
Take a shot. Roll to hit.
I take the shot. That is
Disadvantage
a
if you want extra
17.
role-play commitment.
That hits.
17 hits, okay.
Roll to damage.
And that is 7 damage.
Right on.
As I fire a shot, and an eagle's cry screams out and echoes through this circular place.
You fire the shot. It goes directly through the left side, and the same way as you shot the creatures on the ship. The ink and substance flares out in that stringy form before trying to put itself back together and attach to it like moving or strings that live. Next up, is that your turn? Do you have anything else that you'd like to do?
You know, as my bonus action, I am gonna cast Zephyr Strike though, and that's just gonna make my next attack have an extra D8.
Right on.
And that's my turn, yeah.
All right. Finn, you're up next. Arlin, you're on deck, my man. Not on deck now because the ship's gone, but you know what I mean.
All right. I am going to. Let me just do some quick math real quick.
2 + 2 - 4 - 2. Quick math.
Okay. I just think
On
that'll
a
be
ding.
cooler. All right. I am going to pull back this sort of electric webbing that I have and raise my hand up. And this mist is going to circle around the captain, spiral upwards, and form this cloud. And I'm going to call down. I'm going to call down lightning on him.
Fuck yeah, dude. What's the save?
Dex 14.
Awesome.
Just go down, Captain.
Okay, he rolled a 10 total.
All right, I am going to use.
Just go down, Captain. Down with the ship.
This is one storm. You're not gonna be able to weather. I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity, and I'm gonna use Destructive Wrath to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. He's going to take 30 lightning damage.
Woo!
Holy shit!
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god!
blast this motherfucker off the face of the earth.
Oh my god,
It's just trying to show him mercy, man.
dude! That's your sense of mercy, right on. All right, you blast. The lightning comes down from inside of this cavern, and it's a large flash of white and yellow that reflects off of the glittering material that makes up the walls. And it shreds that left all of it's. It looks like limbs on him are blown off, but it's just that black substance that fires off, almost like black flesh that.
Is he
that
still
goes
under that or no?
On the left part, he is still under that, and it seems to be slowly growing on him and consuming him.
Oh, so he's not. Okay, gotcha. So he's not fully this tar thing yet.
It's not, but it's coming from inside of him as well.
Oh,
So
I
it's
see.
it's still coming out of the eyes, the mouth,
Okay.
and the liquid that pours out of his like orifices, I guess you could say, is basically transforming itself into that suit or skin
Alright.
or body,
I'm
like,
then
and
gonna
it seems
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement and just walk directly up in front of him.
okay. All right.
And just buckle up for another one of those.
You're gonna
And then
get
that's
striked by
That's the
it.
end of my turn. I'm gonna get what?
You're gonna go up to him to be striked by the next bolt.
I don't know. I guess you'll see.
Okay.
But I start pulling back more lightning.
All right. He's going at this point to use one of his legendary reactions,
Okay.
And as you all are seeing Finn walk up towards him and face him face to face, he mutters face to face. He mutters out of his mouth with just this very breathy tone, and he says, "What about my kid?" I need everybody to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, damn, dude. That's fucked. Oh, wait, hang on. Wisdom saving throw. My bad.
This is so fitting for me that I got a natural 1 on that one.
15.
I guess this would be a 13.
All right, Drey and Finn, you guys immediately feel a sense of hesitation in because you're staring at your captain, who seems to be, in a way, being corrupted by this, whatever this being or substance is that's bubbling forth. But you hesitate because you still see the other half, the other face of his captain, and you hear the words that he speaks. And this basically uses what was originally his inspiring leader feat, but backwards. You guys will have disadvantage on your next attacks against him.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And that is his legendary reaction. Next up, Arlin.
Okay, so Arlin is gonna come in with the Giant Slayer Great Axe and go for like a slide to go at his legs. And that is gonna be a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, he comes in there with that. I'd like to bonus action rage, by the way. So as I'm running, these tattoos start to light up. And
Do you say or yell anything as you rage?
just a loud scream. And when after I've swept at his legs, I want to take the axe back around and come straight down.
All right. I rolled a hit with that one. Did you roll for damage for the last one already?
No, I actually did not. 1 second.
You can roll to hit for that one. If you hit for both, you can roll both if you want and add. It's up to you.
Alright, cool.
Either way.
This one is a 27 to hit.
They both hit. Absolutely.
All right, sweet. So I did not say beforehand that I was raging. Do I only get the +2 damage on the second attack?
You can get them on both. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
We'll say that as you go to approach with your attack, you see the tattoos glow and start to move more rapidly, and you are in your rage as you would do the first attack.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 13 damage. And then it's going to be 8 damage. So 21 total.
Woo! All right. All right.
And that'll end my turn, son.
Brings us back to the top of the round. You guys see
something to write about, motherfucker.
Holy shit. As you say these cold-hearted words towards your captain, you see the body. It's being swallowed by this liquid that hardens and oozes, and the body continues to contort and snap, and in a big flash, unexpectedly, you all are blasted backwards by shadow and multiple tendrils. Go ahead and roll dexterity saving throws.
Is this an attack or what is this?
This is a legendary action.
Okay.
Can I see this, that it's happening?
Yes, as you are, I mean, you're all in combat range, right? Except for Drey, who is a little bit backwards firing.
Yeah.
Everybody sees this and gets hit. It's almost as if you see this black tar start to cover the right side of his face. The eye sinks in and becomes another hollow hole. Damn. It pours out of his mouth. The left side that originally started to be this way is unrecognizable.
6.
I got 16.
All right. All right.
I got 14.
All right. As this blast of darkness and shadow erupts from the central cavity in his chest, you all take 16 points of an unknown force of damage.
Can I use my reaction? Because I was next to him for a reason.
Go for it.
To make him do a dexterity saving throw.
What
DC
would you?
14.
What are you trying to do for your reaction?
It's a reaction is just a thing called Wrath of the Storm, where it's if someone within 5 feet hits me, I use my reaction to cause that creature to make a dex saving throw, and then I blow them up.
You can.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Make a dex save, Captain. My Captain.
Your roll is an 18.
Damn.
What's the save?
That is going to save, so he's gonna take half damage from this.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna say is basically as I'm about to get blasted back, I am going to clap my hands together and create this explosion of force literally as I'm blasted back from him. Which is going to do 6 thunder damage to him.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Okay. After that, that large explosion, you're all blasted back about 5 feet, I'll say, away from the captain. And this time, again, more of these sharp, pointed tendrils are going to fire from the chest cavity. This at Arlin and Finn. No, sorry. Arlin and Drey, my bad.
Okay.
The first one is going to be a 16 to hit for Arlin.
That hits.
All right. And for Drey, that's going to be 15 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay. All right. Okay. You guys also still as well see that he's still clutching his rapier, which to you guys, you know is famous. He is known across every land for his finesse and basically prowess with this blade, and yet, despite holding it with the arm that was first corrupted, has not lunged to attack with it once. And that seems... You gather that's probably the captain. You guys take another 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try something weird.
Next up is Drey.
Okay.
Finn, you're on deck.
Okay, so Drey, after he says, "What about my child?" There's more tears kind of well up in his eyes as he takes another aim down the sight. I'm gonna go for a shot, and I'm probably gonna end up. Let's see here. And I had disadvantage, right?
You do, yes.
You know, just for the sake of it, just for flavor, I'm gonna use lucky anyways. I hit no matter what, but I want to use my lucky flavor so badly right now.
Do it. Do it!
Okay. And as he's aiming down the sight, his hand gets shaky, and slowly he kind of closes his left eye, moves his hand to the left, or moves his pistol to the left hand, and puts it down. He flips up his eye patch, and underneath you see his eyes, both eyes were tearing up the entire time, and you see instead of his other blue eye, he has a amber red eye there, and he takes the shot one more time, and that is going to be max damage, so 14 plus 2d8s, 26 damage.
How do you want to
God.
do this?
Holy fuck.
Whoa!
All right,
Holy
kill the
fuck.
captain, I guess, bro.
That's it. That's the captain.
As I pull the trigger again, you hear the eagle scream as the bullet flies out. The camera follows this bullet all the way, kind of like Sniper Elite, you know, as it pierces through. Is half of his head still good, or is it gone now? Forget.
You basically only see like the sliver of the right side of his mouth before this happens.
Okay, well, either way, it goes through like his forehead. And as it impacts the forehead, the bullet kind of expands and blows up a bit around the head, being my sever strike, and basically just his head is gone.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, you do that. It fires Sureshot, as they call you.
Not even against my captain did I miss. Fuck.
Shit, dude.
That's some shit.
That's some shit.
That is some shit.
The webbing, basically the web of veiny like black small ropey tendrils are just sprawled from the neck up, and the head now completely eviscerated and gone as this bullet flies through, and it begins to liquefy the same way as you've seen before, and as the captain from the torso up turns into this sludge and tar. You see the bottom half fall to its knees, and the tailcoat basically disintegrate with the heat of this liquid as it slowly disperses onto the ground and causes an amount of mist to fill the room. And you see bits of shadow come from the liquid, the puddle, as it is vaporizing, and scurry into the creases and cracks and corners of the room.
As the shot hits and he starts kind of melting away, I guess I'm gonna kind of drop my pistol and fall to my knees and just start crying.
I'll come up and put a hand on his shoulder.
Is there anything else you were gonna say, Grizzly? Sorry. Or
That's it. It's just you guys in this
in this room.
and the large brass door.
Is there anything left of the captain?
From where he was sitting, you can see that there's still his hat.
What about the rapier?
No.
Damn.
You did what you had to, kid.
How was it so easy for you?
I know the captain. Trust me, he wouldn't have wanted that.
Yeah, but it's still the captain.
No,
He's
it wasn't. You saw him.
Is that any excuse? I mean, he saved my life.
I know, kid. There's still others that need our help. Can't break down now. Adventure's not over. Come on.
He sort of kind of like puts his hands on his knees and just kind of like, stuttered breath as he kind of tries to stand up. You're right, there's still a lot left that we haven't seen. I wish he could have been there for it.
I know.
And we move towards the door.
I wonder if we can make some sort of grave marker.
Can we? Oh, that would have been a great place to just like have the rapier so we could shove it.
Yeah,
there.
well, we don't have the rapier.
Yeah.
I unfortunately cannot retcon, but it
Yeah.
would make more
No,
sense
it's
if the
okay.
rapier did
I have something. I mean, it's
I don't know why I said the rapier disappeared. It probably wouldn't have.
No, it's all right. It's all
Oh well,
right.
too late.
It disappeared now. It would have been cool, but instead I pull out.
I did it
my,
on purpose for our Patreon show. Just roll what if.
Just throw
Of course,
what if
of
we buried the
course.
captain with
What if the
his
sword
rapier?
was there? Then we could have planted it. The end. Actually, you don't know.
I'm gonna pull out this this golden trident from my back with these etchings sort of upon it, and I'm gonna spin it around, and I'm gonna say, where I come from, we bury leaders with a weapon befitting of their greatness, and I wish his rapier was still here, but hopefully this will do. And I slam down the trident in the sand, and I'm going to place the hat on top of it.
I like that.
Fitting.
So, there's this brass door.
Mm-hmm.
There is handles, and if you would like to approach it now or whenever you're ready.
I'd say we'd probably just take like a moment, stand around.
Yeah, just like
silence.
Of course.
Yeah. Real bummer session you got here, Grizz. Damn, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
what the fuck, dude? what's
Talking
your
about
problem,
bummer
man?
strings, bro.
He would have wanted us to finish this adventure,
You would.
I think.
To save the rest.
Let's find him.
I go with him. I like stall for a second as I look at his hat one more time, and then I turn my back to it.
All right.
Still covered in butter.
That ruins everything.
Okay, so you're trying to open the
everything.
goddamn brass door or not?
I was thinking about it when he was having that like serious moment, and I like half chuckled for a second. I was like, "No, you can't do this right now." But in my head, he was so buttery.
We had the moment, so it's fine. I say it now, and now it's retroactively destroyed.
All right.
Yeah, we're moving through the door. We're moving through the door.
All right, and you go. It opens with no trouble. It was not locked or anything of the sort. As this door opens, you're all faced with the most amount of glistening light present in anywhere you've ever been this whole time. This room is filled with golds, emeralds, sapphires, and pearls, multiple tomes, staffs, and a wide array of relics. Some of them very, very ancient from what you can tell, Finn. You guys have been pirating for a long time, individually and together, but have never, ever seen this big of a haul in history.
All right, Arcana check. How cursed is this shit?
Go ahead and Arcana check it.
How
what
fucking
a
cursed
loveless-
could this shit possibly be? It's gonna be so cursed. 22.
22. All of the treasure around you, as you are walking around and making this Arcana check. And by the way, there are mountains of like gold and silver coins that you could dive into them like a pile of leaves. Everywhere that you step while you're going around and making this check, you reckon you'll probably step on something more important than life itself. None of the actual treasure surrounding the room that fills the floor feels in any way evil in its magical properties. There are some relics and items that do have like a magical essence to it, but nothing screams curse. There is a much, I want to say, unknown present. Sorry, a much. I had a white noise. Oops. I'm leaving it. There's a you get the sense that there's a much more unknown in the sense that it's not an arcana or a web of arcana that you've learned or come into contact with, and that is from the large marble tall podium that stands in the middle of this room that holds that small black egg on the top.
Okay.
It's not a feeling of curse, but it is both repelling, kind of like an aura that repels you, but at the same time allures you.
I want to go and collect all of the different sorts of tomes lining this place, see what I can copy down, see what things of interest there are, see what I can document of this room, and then when I'm done with all that, I totally want to go up to the magic death egg and see what's going on there.
I'd just be looking around for a door or anything.
No door. And
sorry,
before you go, Drey, as you're walking around, looking around, you see that the door that you came in through has this spectral, spacey image, I guess, from where you came. The door is still there, but the place that you entered from is not. And it seems as if you are it looks like a galaxy in terms of just complete blackness and and like very few sparkle like glimpses of light that shimmer every now and then.
Okay. Well, I am gonna be instantly curious by this repelling yet compelling presence on top of this white marble. How high is it?
It is, I would say, maybe 40 feet, but there is a very, very narrow steps that lead to it, the same marble material.
How large is the platform? Like,
it is large enough only to hold this very small egg, which is probably as big as my hand. The egg is probably as big as my hand. And then the staircase itself probably will only fit one person going upward at a time, similar to the staircase that you descended.
I'm jumping up.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
I'm
going for it.
I'm definitely going to call out to you, young Ferin. Whatever you do, don't get near that egg.
I jump at that point.
Genius.
There's stairs. You're gonna jump?
Yeah, I have the jump spell, so it triples my jump. So that's 18 feet per jump, and
Jesus
I just kind of like climb or try to climb.
Like a fucking leopard, you pounce on your prey.
Yeah.
This egg didn't see it fucking coming. You're gonna crack this shit.
Fucking coming.
Oh my god. Okay.
Turn this shit into an omelet.
Arlin,
Yeah.
before he does that, was there anything else that you wanted to do besides look for a door? There are no doors here.
No, I don't really care for the treasure or anything. I'm just kind of looking, searching for.
Ironic.
None of us actually. Do you care about that shit?
Me? No.
That's fucking. How are we pirates?
I'm just more compelled than repelled.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely compelled. I just want to get everything out of this place that I can. All right. Yeah. That's all I've sort of got. I was gonna head up there eventually, but if we all turn into tar beasts before then, that's.
Yeah. He jumps on that shit. And as
I don't grab it. I squat at the top.
You squat at the
take a
top.
look at it.
Sure you
Okay.
Do.
Yeah.
Gonna suck it into your ass, dude. This is nothing.
Yeah. Then I sit on
Why?
it and provide it with heat so it will one day hatch.
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, you take a closer look at it. You see it's the same black egg in the flashes of images that you got as you sunk, and it's that there's those river-shaped grooves in it that look like gold's been poured over it, like the river, like rivers of gold that flow around and wrap around this egg.
Just so cursed. Just so unbelievably cursed. I can't even express to you how cursed this egg is.
That's it.
Hey, can I check if it's cursed?
No, I already did. Remember, it's not cursed. It just has foreign qualities.
It's just got funny energy. It's funny egg.
One could say the vibe is off.
vibe
Dude,
is
this
absolutely
egg,
off.
you're getting so close to it, and if you were the captain of vibes, you would literally sail the other way. But at the same time,
Hey guys, should I grab this?
I cannot express to you, young Ferin, how bad of an idea that is. We have absolutely no idea what it does.
Yeah.
I want other chances to explore it differently before we go and touch it with bare skin. Please do not touch it.
That egg looks like its vibe is off. That's a vibe off egg.
Out of character here quickly. God, I don't want to kill my character. Fuck.
please grab the egg.
I will take that as a sign from the gods above that I must grab this egg. I'm sorry, Finn, but the gods have whispered in my ears I must grab the egg.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard!
You can't just ask me out of character what the fuck to do, bro. What do you guys want?
Out of character. I don't want to kill my character, but I'm gonna grab it anyway.
I don't.
Why? Why are you grabbing? You don't even have a reason. You explain why you're grabbing the egg.
Grab egg, grab.
Everyone in the
grab
pirate
egg,
crew
grab.
is screaming at you. Don't grab the egg. You're just like,
Again, this the
like
aura
egg
you
grab.
get from this egg, it is a vibe off egg, but it's still, as much as it is repelling you in a sense of like your mentality is like, maybe not, the vibe is off. You are still all drawn to this egg. It is a vibe that is alluring.
The vibe's so off, but vibe's so on. Check this out.
It almost-
This is how I really make decisions. Yeah, sure, I'll grab the egg.
What'd you do?
Okay.
he just rolled
I
a wisdom
rolled-
saving throw against his own stupidity.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. All right. You grab the egg,
Yeah.
you pick it
Anything
up,
happen?
and you just examine it. What do you want to do?
Huh.
Got the egg.
Is there a pressure plate underneath the egg? Am I gonna get like Aladdin? Is it gonna fill up with lava?
Oh, it was like there's golden like the wiring that like the little things that hold shit in museums. That's what it was setting on. The little cases. Yeah, and then whoosh! A fucking large explosion of shadows erupt from this egg as you're holding it, and you think that everything is fine, but it wasn't fine. This blast hits all of you.
Possibly seen this coming.
And the vibe really is off.
That's amazing. This blast hits all of you
Just
immediately.
take some notes. The vibe is bad off.
It is like an immense amount of air pressure. And all of you see the same black tendrils, black tentacles, the stringy rope black substance, the black ooze pour from this egg. It covers your hands and it melts over the golds and all the other treasures and rises from your feet like an ocean of darkness, an ocean
My
of
bad.
void.
Does the egg slip out of his butter covered?
Before you even the egg actually definitely slips out of his fucking hand and drops into this new black sea.
No, God.
You guys don't
bad.
Maybe we
have the
shouldn't have buttered
chance. You don't have the chance to do this shit because in what seemed like a split second, it encompasses not only the surrounding room, but all of you.
Yo, I just TPK'd us.
Alvin!
Like sinking into the sea, it's dark once again. It feels like nothing. You cannot see. None of you can feel anything. You think that you're alive, but you can't be sure. You try to have thoughts, but you're all overwhelmed by the same repeating, whispering phrase as you float into this abyss. What do you desire? Desire, desire, desire. And it repeats the word desire in all of your heads. Until again, it seems as if either your consciousness fades or blends with this endless time in what seems to be an endless plane. We rise from the depths of the sea, and then on the oversea, this now pink tinted waters that used to be the Eastern Sea is now completely darkened. And one last remaining mast floats on top of this water. The sails are that of the Midnight Rose. And a seagull flies over and lands on it, and it's a whoopee cushion.
Wait, no, what? Hang on. What do you mean? No, you don't mean that. Take that back.
That's
No, I
fucking.
think
You're
that's-
nuts, dude.
You're nuts.
What,
You're
that's,
crazy.
that's not where we ended.
Hey, anyway.
I'm gonna wait.
Well, hold that thought. It's time for me to shout out the patrons. So, a big thank you to Talon Claw, Indy Mindy 9, Another Sophie, The Godly King, Rishisnivi, Cornier Comet, Jumpy is Venus 34, Riker Kurotu, Curious Cosplayer, The Big Muda Fucking Cheese, Let's Get This Broad, Salutation, JRWI Enjoyer, Divinator, and J Noel. Thank you guys so much, and see you on the next episode of Just Roll With It.